Yellowstone season finale brings in 11M views. Director breaks down final episode. Undeniably, the potential door closer to the Yellowstone series gave a great send-off to patriarch John Dutton in the season 5 finale. The episode garnered 11.4 million viewers on Sunday night, per data released by Paramount Network, and featured a tearful funeral for Kevin Costner's late character. Costner did not appear in the final 6 episodes of Yellowstone, which coincides with his departure in June. Even still, Dutton was present on the funeral set and was placed in a coffin fit to hold space for the gravity the scene needed. The casket was originally empty, Voros says. But then one of the departments put a life-size John Dutton cutout in the casket. So we could all remember what was actually happening. Why did Rip get the final word over the buried John Dutton? After poignant family goodbyes at the gravesite, ranch foreman Rip Wheeler, Cole Hauser, literally buries his life mentor using the gleaming funeral showpiece shovel. "It ain't symbolic today," Rip tells the objecting preacher. "Today, this shovel works." Crouched alone in the fresh dirt after the exhausting job, Rip gives a solemn goodbye to the man who took him in as a troubled youngster. "Rip's always been a spiritual son to John Dutton, even if not by birth," says Voros. The moment embraces that relationship. Rip's past is such a mysterious thing, so it couldn't be public. Beth has the scar from the fight to end all fights with Jamie. The facial scar under Beth Dutton's right eye, which she got from an explosion in the epic Season 3 finale, has become an undisguised and unapologetic character trademark. The tough daughter, Kelly Riley, added another permanent mark following the brutal finale battle against brother Jamie, Wes Bentley. The siblings have fought many times before. But Beth's savage effort to avenge her father's death, in which Attorney General Jamie played a significant role, turns next level. "This had to be the fight to end all fights, quite literally," says Voros. "The biggest, the bloodiest, and most brutal." Voros props Bentley and Riley for performing most filmed violence, with stunt doubles only for significant physical moments. Wes and Beth were taking and throwing the punches and keeping in that heightened emotional space to show the rage and the violence, says Voros. "It was an ultra-marathon. Both characters end with bloody bodies and faces. But Jamie takes the lethal knife to the sternum from Beth to end it and him. Jamie gets tossed into the family's train station grave. Beth recovers from her wounds, but shows a new scar on her left cheek in the final shots. How Elsa Dutton's 1883 voice tied up Yellowstone with a black bow. In the Yellowstone finale, the ranch is sold to the Native American tribes who originally lived on the land 7 generations ago. M.O. brings plenty, fixes the Dutton grave markers knocked over by vandals, keeping his word to protect the past generations buried on the land. The first headstone lovingly replaced is that of Elsa Dutton, the doomed 1883 ancestor, played by Elsa May, who narrates the prequel series from beyond the grave and whose family founded the ranch around Paradise Valley after her death. Elsa's voiceover makes a Yellowstone appearance as M.O. fixes more graves, ending with John Dutton's new stone. The haunting voice ties the Yellowstone generations and the show universe together with a black bow. "It's the end of a legacy, and that's where it began," says Voros. You can't end the story of a patriarch whose entire life is built around sustaining the legacy built by his family without bringing it back to the legacy origin. It gives a nod to the very beginning.